The 2026 World Cup is the most chaotic in history. 48 teams, 104 matches, a three-country marathon across North America. History, pressure, and destiny collide in a tournament that will redefine legacies. But among the giants, only one can lift the trophy at MetLife Stadium. To find that winner, we have to break down the contenders from the pretenders. This is the definitive countdown of the 10 teams most likely to conquer the world. 10. Germany. They start the list not as favorites, but as the ultimate wild card. This is a German machine that lost its way, finishing third in their qualifying group and needing a playoff just to reach the finals, but never write off Die Mannschaft. Julian Nagelsmann has injected youth into the squad, and Jamal Musiala is their creative heartbeat. They have a point to prove after the humiliation of 2022. They are ruthless in knockout football. They might not be the most talented, but their tournament pedigree is undeniable. The question is whether they have the physical depth to survive a 104-game marathon. 9. Netherlands. The Dutch are back. After missing the 2018 tournament entirely, they've rebuilt a formidable side. Ronald Koeman has them organized, disciplined, and dangerous. Virgil van Dijk anchors the best defense on this list, but the real excitement comes from their young attackers. Xavi Simons and Cody Gakpo provide the flair. Yet, history is against them. They have never won a World Cup. 3 finals, 3 defeats. The pressure of that ghost haunts them. They can beat anyone on their day, but can they beat the weight of their own history? 8. Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old, and he is playing in his 6th World Cup. That alone tells you everything about his obsession. But this Portugal team is no longer about one man. They have a generation of Champions League winners: Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, and the emerging João Neves. They won the UEFA Nations League and have a squad tailored to knockout football. However, their opening match against Ukraine was a disaster, a 1-1 draw where they looked disjointed. But pressure on Roberto Martinez is immense. If Ronaldo starts every game, they lose pressing intensity. If he sits, they lose the talisman. That tactical dilemma could be their undoing. 7. Italy. The Azzurri missed the last 2 World Cups. Imagine that, 4-time champions sitting at home. But they are back with a vengeance. Luciano Spalletti has transformed them into an attacking machine. They won the UEFA Nations League, and their midfield, led by Sandro Tonali, is world-class. The problem? They have no elite striker. They dominate games but struggle to finish. Against Paraguay, they had 70% possession and only won 1-0. In a tournament where every half chance matters, that inefficiency could cost them. 6. Belgium. The golden generation is gone, but the new generation might be even more dangerous. Kevin De Bruyne is still pulling the strings, but now he has Jeremy Doku and Johan Bakayoko running in behind. Their 3-0 victory over Croatia proved they can be devastating on the counter. The twist? They are incredibly inexperienced at the back. Jan Vertonghen is 39, their starting goalkeeper Koen Casteels has just 15 caps. In a knockout game against France or Argentina, that defensive fragility will be exposed. They are fun to watch, but can they survive the elite? 5. Spain. Here is where the data gets fascinating. Opta ran 25,000 simulations. Spain won the most, 16.1% of the time. They're the only team with a greater than 50% chance of reaching the quarterfinals. This is a team that has evolved beyond tiki-taka. They are direct, they are clinical, and they have Lamine Yamal. The 19-year-old is already their most important player. He missed the end of the club season with injury, but he returned just in time. Their only flaw? A goalless draw against Cape Verde exposed a mental block against low blocks. If they face a deep defense in the final, they might panic. 4. England. 60 years of hurt. 3 Lions fans have heard it all before. But this time, it feels different. Thomas Tuchel has brought tactical intelligence to a squad dripping with talent. Jude Bellingham is wearing the iconic number 10 and playing like a prime Zinedine Zidane. Harry Kane is chasing Gary Lineker's record of 10 World Cup goals. They dismantled Croatia 4-2 in the group stage.
problem is psychological. They have lost 3 of their last 5 World Cup semifinals. When the pressure hits, England often tighten up. Can Tuchel break that generational curse?
3. Argentina. The defending champions, Lionel Messi. The greatest of all time is 39 years old, and he is having the tournament of his life. He scored a hat-trick against Algeria and broke the all-time World Cup scoring record against Austria. They are chasing history, the first team since Brazil in 1962 to win back-to-back titles. But the odds are against them. They sit at plus 900 in the bookmaker markets, significantly behind France. Their squad lacks the depth of their European rivals. If Messi gets injured or tired, who steps up? The answer is no one. They are heavily reliant on his genius. 2. Brazil. The 5-time champions are hungry for their first title since 2002. Carlo Ancelotti is the calming presence, and he has an embarrassment of riches. Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, and the returning Neymar. They scored 15 goals in qualifying, the highest of any South American team. Their attack is terrifying. Their defense, however, is suspect. Marquinhos has a tendency to crumble in high-stakes games. In their last World Cup, they conceded 5 goals in the knockout stages. A team that can't defend set pieces doesn't win the World Cup. Can Ancelotti fix that flaw in time?
There it is, the number 1 contender. At plus 350, they are the bookmakers' favorites. Didier Deschamps is chasing history, the first coach since 1938 to win 2 World Cups. And he has Kylian Mbappe. With 16 goals in 16 World Cup matches, he is unstoppable. Add Ousmane Dembélé and the reigning Ballon d'Or winner Michael Olise, and you have an attack that terrifies defenders. But there is a fatal flaw. The midfield. They lack a dominant ball winner. They allowed 18 shots against Iraq in the group stage, only winning 3-2. In a tight final against Argentina or Spain, that midfield gap could be exploited. So, there you have it. From the German rebuild to the French juggernaut, the path to glory is littered with traps. One bad tackle, one missed penalty, one moment of individual brilliance, and everything changes. That is the beauty of the World Cup. The knockout rounds are here. The giants are about to collide. So I have to ask you, with that number 1 spot going to France, do you think Mbappe and Deschamps will get it done? Or is there a dark horse in this countdown that will prove us all wrong? Let me know in the comments.